This is going to be a bonus vid, show you some of my hobby stuff. I build model cars. This is all of them. I'm not going to review all of them here in detail, but I have 7 or 8 sitting around that are not completed, and one of those is a great big one that you'll see later, the Big Bopper. Here we go. '62 Buick Electra 225. Those trees are 75 feet outside the window. I chopped the front of it. '61 Impala 2-door station wagon converted to an El Camino. This is just a standard '61 Impala convertible. A '57 Vet. This was a drag car that I converted to a street car. There was a lot of work involved in that. This next one I really like. It's a '64 Corvair that I made into a cafe racer. 427, 4-speed. It's pretty brutal. This is the man's car. Here's the inside. This is the wife's car. Believe it or not, this used to be a '78 Pacer wagon. It's made a little nicer and a little slower for her. It has a Buick V6 5-speed. An old style East Coast channeled hot rod. 6 carburetors on a Olds engine. This, I had to make everything except the basic body on this and the basic engine block. Everything else I had to make from scratch. This is Happy's camper truck. It's something he put together out of spare parts he had laying around with a Thunderbird engine. It's got shovels and stuff in the trunk. Mexican blanket interior. This is what I use the body from the Opel GT for, make Desperado. Other than the body and the engine block, this entire car is made from scratch. It has a full roll cage inside it that I made from scratch. '69 Olds 442 Custom, ivory interior, dark blue metallic exterior. This is a '62 Catalina, and I only had the body, so other than the body, this entire car is a '67 Monte Carlo SS that I had to trim. And see the little white thing in there? That's that was a GPS. It has a little piece of matte glued to it. This is the paint job I would have had on my real El Camino. I had an '83 SS. A '58 Chevy Apache. This is a '54 Holden FJ. They called him a Humpy. It's from Australia. It has right-hand drive, and I made it into a street rod. The friend that gave it to me said it's just totally awesome, and they're not allowed to put V8s into them. And you can see here everything is on the wrong side. Australians, what are you going to do? This is a '36 Ford with 37 Ford fenders, made into a street rod again. And this is a '37 Ford sedan. I cut the top off and fixed it up. It would be for driving around at the street rod shows, hauling pretty girls in the open air, playing the stereo. This is a '57 Ford. A friend of mine inherited from his uncle. It spent its entire life sitting outside in Nevada. It's all faded and worn. He replaced all the rubber parts on it and fixed the exhaust and put a 428 Cobra jet in it. This was a station wagon, early station wagon. It's just a around town play car, again with the Buick V6 in it, 5-speed. Just Grandpa's fun toy. '69 Nova, pretty stock, fawn interior. Nothing fancy here. Sometimes I have to do one just to relax. Late model Firebird with the full aero package kit. Pretty much stock except for the aero package and the paint job. The Beverly Hillbillies car. Notice the jugs. The seats are done in real cloth. Here's the Big Bopper, a 57 Chevy. It's 1/12 scale. Everything else is 1/25 scale here. So this is twice as big as the rest of them. Fuel injected motor. And as the Big Bopper theme, I put musical notes on the grill. This is a piece of leather put on a shelf and lines painted on it. It looks like a 2-lane blacktop. I have an assortment of Matchbox cars. If you drill out the posts on the bottom of them, you can take them apart and repaint them because they look like shit mostly with their stock paint jobs. Repaint them and fix them up and put them back together. Until I did videos, this is what I did to keep myself off the streets. Hope you enjoyed it.